Okay, good morning everyone. It's a fantastic sound of the cows grazing here. It's just that sound of grass getting just getting snapped off by their mouths. It's a sweet, sweet symphony. So I just thought I'd show you what's. That cow looked big, but it's actually a bit short. So I'll just show you what's going on over here. They've got a nice bit of fresh grass here today. There's lots of grass growing. It is May the 14th, I believe, 15th, I think. So yeah, we're in the middle of spring. Lots of grass growing, which is fantastic. Let me show you the system here, guys. This is where they were yesterday, and I just moved them in. Now what you'll notice is that they're not shut in this new bit with a fence. They can still walk back if they want to. Now of course none of them are, because all the fresh grass is here and this stuff has been trodden on, it's got the cow pats on, it's dirty, it's already been eaten. The nicest stuff has been eaten, so they're not going to go back on there. It's almost, you know, you can draw a line. She's going to go for a walk. But yeah, so this would be what they call a back fence if I did have one here. So I've got no back fence. I've got a front fence up there, which is stopping them going any further onto the fresh grass, but they are free to go back. Now the reason I need that is, there is a cow back there, that water trough there. That's their water source at the minute in this field. So they need to walk back and get there. So that's why I haven't done that. If I had, you know, a trough up here in the middle of the field, then I could shut them off so they don't go back on that. But I'm not really worried. They're also calving. They've got young calves at foot here, and the calves get stuck to the wrong side of the wire, and yeah, it's just a stress. It's an unnecessary stress at this point. The main reason for putting a back fence would be to stop them regrazing their stuff they already grazed. But when you're providing a fresh chunk of grass like this every day, they're not going to go back to that. No chance at all. They're absolutely loving the fresh stuff. So there's no need really. Ideal world, yes, you would have it, because you just get more of an even graze. You get more manure, pats, cow pats distributed everywhere, and a more even sort of trampling. And you'd stop. You see, they've got to do more traffic. They've got to walk back there every day. Now that's about 100 feet. It's not much at all. However, it's going to mean that they've got to walk back. You know, that bit down there probably is getting a bit more foot traffic than the rest of it. But it's really not a problem. It's dry weather here. The land isn't going to get, you know, all pugged up and all muddy, so it's not really a problem. You can see really, I'm just hitting this very lightly. You can barely see the difference between yesterday and today. Just that line. So I'm trying to leave quite a lot. Let's have a deep dive at where they've been. You can see here. Look at that. It's all been grazed. Just one bite off the top. It's just been clipped. As I said before, you could graze this right down. So, you know, right down to nothing, which could be fine. I know people that do that. It's that's one technique. But really, in my situation right now, I need to leave a little bit. These leaves are all solar panels. These are all going to keep photosynthesizing, and they're going to grow back and recover. So I'm in this situation. I need to leave some of this, some of these stems, some of these leaves, and they're the engine. They're going to keep on ticking over. Now when it rains and with the sun shining, it's going to bounce back a lot quicker. It's going to go from, you know, a 5 to an 8 a lot quicker than it can go from a 0 to a 10. That's my thing at the minute. If you had more, you know, arguably if you had more land, more time, I'd probably go for a total graze. I'd go right down there if you were grazing fully recovered plants. Let's see if you can see me. I better show my face once in a while. So yeah, arguably you would do that. There's certain benefits to that. However, I'm a bit pushed for space in the minute. I'm doing quite a quick rotation around this farm here. So I'm trying to leave this little bit of residual with those leaves so it just bounces back quick. We're in the middle of spring, you know, grass is absolutely on fire at the minute. It's just growing, it's not on fire, it's just growing quickly. So it's a good time to make the most of that and get a bit of height, a bit more height in the grass so I can come back to it, because I know I'm gonna need to come back to this moderately soon this summer, you know. So yeah, it's all about context as always. And this is how I'm dealing with it at the minute. You can see there, they're not fussed about walking back onto this other side. They're just chowing down in the new stuff. I'm gonna go check that cow. She's just on her own. I'm not sure why. She looks okay, but yeah, you know, you see a cow on its own, you've got to go look at it. There's no reason it should be on its own, really. So she's probably just waiting around. She's had a drink and she thinks her calf's back there. Maybe we're gonna go see. I don't think she's ill or anything. She looks fine. So yeah. It's a nice view. It's a bit of an overcast day today, but it's quite mild. But it's fine. So yeah, I'll sign off, guys. Thanks. This has been Harvey with a little daily update for you. Hope everyone is well and have a blessed day.